Do you ever wake up knowing you should be posting on social media, but you have no idea what to post? So instead, you're just staring at a blinking cursor, or you get so busy throughout the day that your social media posts become an afterthought. And then you wonder why nobody's engaging with you on social media. Well, you're in the right place because today I'm going to show you how I plan a month's worth of social media content in an hour or less. And stick with me till the end because I'll share my content calendar template with you so you can map out your social media content like a pro. Hey there, I'm Barbara Goby, and I help entrepreneurs launch and grow their brand with social media and online marketing. And I've been in marketing for almost 30 years, long before we had social media. But I was an early adopter, and in our agency, we help dozens of companies plan out their social media content. This productivity tip that I'm going to show you is going to save you tons of time and also ensure that your social media is resonating with your audience. You know, social media, especially Facebook, was built to engage people in meaningful conversations, to build a connection. And if your social media posts are one-way conversations, you are building that connection with your audience and you become forgettable. In addition, if you're only posting sporadically or when you can find the time, in other words, you're posting and ghosting, then your followers aren't even seeing what you're posting in the first place because the algorithms don't favor less active accounts. So if you only post every once in a while, they think that you're not very active and they don't even show your post to your audience. All right, before we dive into how to map out your social media content calendar for the month, let's talk about what types of content you should be posting. We like to follow our 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time, we want to offer value to our audience. So this could be tools, tips, resources. People are really seeking information, education, or entertainment on social media. The other 20% can be self-promotion. When you flip that and you're posting 80% of the time about buy my thing, then it's kind of like sitting down to watch TV and just seeing commercials. People are going to turn the channel. And on social media, that means they're going to unfollow you. The best way to ensure that you're posting valuable content consistently is to plan it out. Every month, my team and I spend several hours planning all of our clients' content so that we never wake up and say, we don't know what to talk about today. We don't know what to post. We've already done that work. Another benefit to that is that you can schedule your posts. So you can be posting when you know that your audience is online, but you may not be. So for example, if you're posting at 9 a.m., but you find out your audience peak time is at 9 p.m., they're not seeing your posts. Also, if you know that you've got a busy schedule coming up or you're going to be away for a couple days, you can schedule a couple days worth of content at once. So here's how we plan out our monthly content calendar.
Okay, so the first thing that we do to plan out our social media content calendar is we start with an actual calendar. And my team and I use Google Sheets a lot because this helps us to collaborate with each other because we kind of work all over the country. And this way we're working in real time on this spreadsheet and it's something that we can save and easily find. And I start with a blank calendar and I just fill in some holidays that I think we might be talking about. So I use two resources and I'll link these below. The first one is Brownie Locks, and this has a really extensive list of national, international, and even some of those fun and silly holidays. And then the other one I use is nationaldaycalendar.com. And the reason why I use both of them is I like to verify if there's a holiday that one website says is on the 5th, but the other website says it's on the 6th, or even in a different month. I like to verify it. So I always like to look at a couple sources. And then I fill in some of the holidays on the calendar that I will be talking about. I don't put everything on here, but I just want ones that I know that we're going to be, we can post about and give us some inspiration for content. Then the next thing I want to do is plug in that 20% of promotional content because we do still want to sell our own company and sell our own services. We just don't want to do it all the time. So I want to plan out the topics of what I'm going to be talking about. So maybe here on the 5th, we'll be talking about our new membership program that we have. Maybe the 12th, we'll talk about our online course. Maybe the 19th, we'll talk about our Facebook group. And then here, like our social media services. So now I know that at least once per week, I'm actually posting something that is promotional, because no one says you can't ever sell. But, you know, and I know what you're thinking is, but Barbara, if I don't tell people about what I'm selling all the time, how will they know to buy from me? Well, because the rest of the time you're going to add value. You're going to show why you're the expert in your industry by offering tools, tips, and resources. They're going to come to know, like, and trust you better. And they're going to buy from you just because you've been helpful, not salesy. So then the rest of the time, we want to fill these in. So I'm going to leave these two because this is a couple of good things I can talk about that day. But maybe on Tuesdays, I'll talk about tools and tips. And then I can actually just even copy that. See, so I know that every Tuesday now I'm going to talk about tools and tips. And maybe on Mondays, I'm going to do something that's motivational or a productivity hack. Okay, so now I know every Monday I'm going to do something like that. And I'm just going to plug these in. Easy peasy. And then maybe on Fridays I'm going to do something fun. Okay. And fill those in. And then by doing this, by having themes on certain days, it helps take the pressure off you, because now you don't have to come up with just 30 days of general content. You only have to come up with 4 fun things for Fridays and 4 promotional things and 4 tools and tips. So now it seems a lot easier. It's kind of like, how do you eat an elephant? Well, you don't have to eat 30 bites of all content. You only need 4 bites of this kind of content, 4 bites of this kind of content. So then maybe on this day, I'm going to do an article or a resource. So now I just know I only need to research 4 different things, right? So easy peasy. I might talk about some lighter things on the weekends, and now I've kind of filled out my themes for the month. Now the next thing I do is I take this inspiration that I have, and I'm going to plug it into this calendar. And this is where I actually start to write out the posts and add my links, my images, and my hashtags. So coming on here, I'm going to do my motivation or productivity hack. I'm going to do a tool or tip. I'm going to talk about my membership here. I'm going to do an article or resource. And Fun Friday. And then let's not forget Mother's Day. Okay, so now thinking about my productivity hack, it might be share video on how to plan content calendar, right? And then I can actually write out the whole post, so I know exactly what I'm gonna put here. So I might say, do you struggle with knowing what to post on social media every month? In this video, I share my favorite hack, I'll say resource, for planning out 1 month of content in an hour or less. So there's my post. My link is going to be my YouTube video, or I might upload the video, and then I would add my hashtags here. And now if I'm talking about Facebook, I'm only going to do 5 hashtags or less. Right? Because Facebook doesn't use hashtags as much. All right, so my tool or tip here might be about how to use Reels on Instagram. Here, I'm going to talk about the new membership program. And I'll write out the entire post, so I don't even have to do that thinking either the day of. But you get the idea. So now it seems so much easier, and especially when you start it, your creativity is going to flow and you'll know exactly what to post. So I hope this helps.
So there you have it. That's how I plan out a month's worth of social media content in an hour or less. And I have a link in the description below where you can get a content calendar template just like the one I use, so you can start mapping out your social media content every month. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I drop a training video like this one. Bye for now.